Primal, Croodeo, Facebook Live, episode number 1. I am planning on going live twice a week, every Friday, as you can see today, and then I'm going live every Tuesday. I will be live on different times on these days, but I will plan it out and you can see when I'm live, so you can see within the calendar. I will prep every single live with whatever, so you can see the upcoming live. And if you have any questions on these lives or anything you would like me to bring up in the live videos, then of course write them in the comments here, so I can help you get more healthy and stronger, and whatever you decide within the health and fitness world that you can think I can help you with. But let's get started. The first topic that I would like to start with is a classic primal topic that's you can really reprogram your genes. So let's start with talking about this, and I would like to talk about what genes is and what reprogramming really is. To understand this, let's get started. You can think of your genome as your computer hardware. If your computer, you would like to change your computer, you would rather change the software than start changing components. That's pretty hard for a lot of us. You can think of this in your body as well. It's very hard changing hardware, changing out body parts and stuff like this. It's a lot easier to change out your software, so change up programs and the way things are talking. That's what we can do within the our own genes. We can start expressing our natural genes and forcing out a lot of all the bad stuff that we're putting in with via diet and stress and chronic exercise and all this. So we're reprogramming, we're using software to change up everything. Genes can be assorted as sort of on-off switches, because one needs to be turned on and one needs to be turned off, and this is classic with the insulin and the high carb diet. The excess carbs you intake or excess fat you intake, being it primal or ketogenic, and in these times a lot of people are talking, oh, you can just eat keto and eat a lot of fat and then you won't get fat. But of course when you eat keto, you teach your body burning more fat, you get used to burning, but it's still just as simple as everything. If you take in more than you use, like with your wallet or the money in your bank, if you use more than you put in, then it won't work. And in the body fat transformation, if you eat too much and you don't burn it off, you don't use it naturally, then the body will store it. It's a safety mechanism to make sure that you can get ready for famine, and when we're getting winter, it's getting colder, we can sustain the cold, we can get ready. Our body is getting ready for, especially also on the northern hemisphere, we're getting ready for a lot more fatty acids in the diet. We don't have the berries, the fruits, the high sugar stuff. We get less vitamin D, it's getting darker, all this stuff influence. So if we can start turning on the fat burning, using our natural body's stored energy, so we build it up, the natural fats, we build the triglycerides, we build them up during the spring and the summer with the berries and all the very nice fruits and all the great sunlight. It's all built into our genome that this is the way we're supposed to. And then in the winter, the vegetables aren't that green, the fruits aren't available, there ain't that many colors. So we switch to, in my case, to more bacon and eggs and fats and my new favorite, duck fat. I just love duck fat. But back to the genome. So this is a fantastic way of thinking of it as on-off switches. As you can see here in the image, store fat is on, burn fat is off. We need to switch those two up so it's the other way around. If you want to burn fat and want to be healthy, you can directly influence genes involved in health and fitness, such as genes that influence muscle growth, and this is just fantastic. We can prime our body to build up more muscles without getting big and bulky, but just getting stronger, using all the fibers within our muscles so we get stronger without getting big and bulky, but just getting more toned and looking better. And this way, we will burn more body fat and we'll stop storing. And within, and back to the keto, we can reduce the inflammation with the right diet. This is especially fantastic within the ketogenic diet, or switching on and off, being sometimes in a keto style and sometimes not. So we live this just around the ketogenic style, this low carb style of living, but we teach our body to burning fat. This is a fantastic way of teaching our body to just be ready for whatever life throws at us. Being it a cold winter without any sources of carbs or anything, when we're eating naturally, this is fantastic. So just jump a little off my notes here. So we can teach our genes to be general healthy and be long, just back to being ready for whatever life throws your way. For example, even if you carry a family genome of storing body fat, the family, a lot of your family and friends, especially, you become with your friend, the 5 most important friends. So you eat and do whatever. So these genes we can change up and we can override these with the right stress management, food, breath exercises, so we can change our natural behaviors so that we can promote a optimal gene expression, so we can use those switches that you saw before, up and down, so we're ready to burning fat when it's needed and using glucose when we're in a CrossFit workout and everything is high power, going fast, we're working quick, or in your next OCR race, or just whatever happens, when you need to run to catch the bus, you need to sprint, you will be ready, you'll be using glucose, and when you're sitting after your race, when you've caught the bus, or whatever it might be, then we switch back easily between fat burning and sugar burning. So we can switch up whatever we would like. This is a fantastic way of using and expressing on natural genes. So I've been talking a lot about this, and this is very important, and this is what a lot of my clients are talking to me about. When we do the right things and reprogram our genes to become a fat-burning beast. This is I don't like the beast part, but I wrote it here because it's a very big part of the primal way of living, but I like to be a fat-burning machine, so put it from the beast, but put it into the structure, going back to the computer, teaching your body, programming the software to be a fat-burning machine, so you'll be ready for whatever life brings your way. And you can live a fantastic, happy life and live a lot longer because you're using your natural genes. So let's end up this first. This is my last slide. End up this last slide with the process of gene reprogramming, for example, upregulating fat-burning genes and downregulating the sugar-burning, can be done in around 21 days. This is the harsh style of doing it, but I say we start out with a reprogramming within 21 days, and then we need to follow up with some more reprogramming, and then teaching our body and our lifestyle to live this way. You can see huge amount of difference within the first 21 days, and then within 90 days we can change your entire body to this fantastic life. But the 21 day to change your lifestyle, there are changes ahead, and these changes you will never regret when you have made this change the first 21 days to getting everything working and getting aligned, cleaning out the kitchen and the junk food, and then getting a healthy stress reduction life so your genes can express themselves to the fullest. If you have any questions regarding any of all this or anything else, then please leave a note and a comment, and I will help you. If you think this is a good, then please subscribe to my page, so you will get more notifications whenever all of this is live. And again, share it, like it, whatever, all these fancy things, so we can get all this in the hands of a lot of other people. But you will see me again on Tuesday with a new topic. I haven't planned yet, but let's see what happens in the weekend. And to you, have a great weekend, and see you on Tuesday for the next Primal Croodeo live, where we will talk on the topic I decide by then. Have a great weekend. Bye.